This year we have the privilege of having two speakers, a team, Jim and Debbie Brigadier. Jim is a graduate of the Middleburg Central School in 1963, and after graduation, Jim went to Ithaca College and 4 years later earned a degree of Bachelor of Sciences in Education. Our country was at the peak of our engagement in Vietnam. Jim believed that it was his patriotic duty to serve his country and immediately joined the Marine Corps. After rigorous training at Naval Flight School, landing on and being catapulted off of aircraft carriers, Jim earned his navigator's wings of gold. He was then assigned to fly an F-4 Phantom, which at that time was the fastest, most sophisticated jet fighter in the world. Jim's first assignment in the Marine Corps was at Air Base Chow Lai in the Republic of Vietnam. Jim flew over 200 combat missions against the communist insurgent forces. He and his squadron mates are credited with saving the lives of hundreds of American soldiers and Marines and their close support of air mission. Later in his career, Jim became a squadron commander and flew large four-engine aircraft called C-130s in global missions to 42 different countries. His personal military awards include 6 Air Medals, 2 Merits of Legion. During a portion of his 30 years of service, he sought and achieved his master's degree in management. Debbie Brigadier is not a native of Middleburg, I'm sorry, but came with her husband in 2003 to build their retirement home 4 miles south of town. When Debbie first moved to Middleburg, she worked 2 years as a school nurse in the middle and high school. Now she substitutes regularly, which frees her up to be wife, grandmother, sister, and daughter-in-law to her large extended family, most who live in other states. She has also joined MeVac and has served for 6 years. Debbie started her military career as a military brat Debbie started out a military brat to a career Air Force sergeant. She graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing in Mississippi and a Master of Science degree in nursing in San Diego, California. Debbie served her country on active duty for 20 years in California, Republic of the Philippines, and North Carolina. Her career culminated in the service to the Surgeon General of the Navy as advisor for community health nursing issues. I am pleased to present Commander Debbie Brigadier, United States Navy, retired.
Good morning. Thank you for your kind introduction, Jim. It is a great honor to join you today, and in fact, a privilege to be afforded a few minutes to address our fellow patriots of Schoharie County and Middleburg. I am always honored to speak on behalf of fellow veterans, but it is especially humbling to be able to speak about the many American heroes that we honor today. In our country, we do a wonderful job of creating and building memorials. The Vietnam Wall, the World War II Memorial, the Korean Memorial, and the 9/11 Memorial that was recently installed at the Pentagon, they're all symbols of the nation's desire to physically commemorate our fallen heroes. At these hallowed places, we can see and even trace with our fingertips the names of those in uniform who have given their lives in defense of our country. Memorial Day is a special holiday, a single day during which we honor the spirit of all those who died in service to our nation, but whom we continue to remember and honor in our hearts. Instead of seeing a stone monument, on this special day we see the faces of all those who, over the years, sacrificed their lives in defense of freedom. We see the soldiers, the sailors and Marines, including SEALs and Special Forces, who sacrificed their lives in the ongoing hostilities in the Middle East. We see the many young men who perished with their ships in Pearl Harbor. We see the faces of Navy nurses who, through many wars and conflicts, provided care amid chaos. And we see the brave faces of those men and women who died in Vietnam and Korea, whose sacrifices went unrecognized for years because of the unpopularity of those conflicts they found themselves in. We also think about their friends and family, perhaps people we know, and we mark this special day by celebrating their legacy while grieving the loss and the absence in our lives. President Kennedy once said, "A nation reveals itself not only by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors, the men it remembers." Of course, today we equally honor servicemen and women, but the sentiment remains crystal clear. A key component of our nation's greatness lies in our ability to honor, appreciate, and cherish, through our actions and our memories, all those who died to ensure our freedom. We often hear that freedom has a price and that each generation pays its due. Today is our day to say thank you to those who for generations have foot the bill, to those who have paid so dearly with their lives, and to their families and friends whose lives are forever changed and to whom we owe an enormous debt. Thank you for being here today to help celebrate the lives and legacies of those we have lost but never forgotten, and always, always revered.